What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. My name is Cody. You can call me Stoned or Stone Mando. Today we are taking a look at Velociraptor Delta, and this is from the Hammond collection by Mattel. And if you're not familiar with my channel, you know I've been absolutely obsessed with dinos lately. The past, I'd say, probably 4 months since the new year started. Well, I guess you could say 5 months now. It's May, but I've always loved dinosaurs. That goes without saying, but coming across these figures has really changed my collecting habits a lot, that's for sure, in a good way. And I am really excited to finally have this figure. From what I understand, this was this is the best articulated Velociraptor you can get compared to some of the earlier ones like Echo, I believe. This one has a very deep cut neck hinge, or just the articulation is a lot better on this one. It's a little more updated and modernized compared to the earlier Raptor sculpts. Now, if you're not familiar with the Hammond collection, this here is 1/18, roughly 1/20th scale. So it's scaled basically for 3 3/4. And the Amber collection is the 6-inch line, which is basically 1/12th scale. So, like I said, I'm super stoked to finally have this. Well, I've actually had it for a while, to be honest with you. I got this from Big Bad quite a while ago, and it's actually been in that box along with a bunch of other figures that I still need to review on the channel. But I've had this for a while now, so super stoked to finally be taking a look at it and get it open and get it reviewed on my channel and finally get it on the shelf with the other dinosaurs and just keep expanding my park. But let me quit up my gums. Let's get this thing open. We're going to look at the articulation, the sculpt, the paint, all that good stuff. Starting off is the rubber tail here. You can see you've got some nice paint on there. And this is a wired rubber tail, so you can bend this and pose it how you'd like to. There's the peg that plugs in right here into the back. It just goes right in here. You just line that up. Make sure the designs are facing. And there it is. You're good to go. And like I said, that is a bendable wire tail. And you just look at this thing, man. This thing is rad. Here's the glass out on this looks good. And spoiler, I actually found out that these are actually not glass. So it's kind of like false advertising for Mattel to be able to call them glass eyes, because they're not. I forget the material they are. I was watching Mako Makes, and he brought it up. They're not actually glass, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but a lot of the community calls them glass. They do have a glassy appearance. Let me see if I can change my light so you can really see the pupil there. Yeah, there you go. They do look good. The pupil is right in the middle. It's on the outside. Even on this side, you can see how it catches the light. Looks very nice. There's no doubt about it. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. Right about there. Oops, sorry, y'all. And you can just see how it catches the light there. That looks really good, not going to lie. Very symmetrical in the middle of the eye. The pupil looks good. It's not too recessed like some are. Yeah, that looks really nice, man. Not even going to lie. And the way that this one, the jaws pose up, it closes, like you can see, like the mouth closes very tightly. The lips match. Doesn't look wonky or crooked or anything like that. Now open it up, it can get that way, but you get some, that's too much. That's unnatural as hell, isn't it? Like a zombie raptor. But it does go about that far down. Actually getting a little bit of resistance here now. There we go. Whoa, be careful with that. I can see it. Okay, I see what I did there. The jawline started coming out from the sculpt, so you want to be careful when you're articulating that. Right about there is like where it's natural. Sorry, bad camera work. But the teeth look good. Oh shit! I mean, no, I'm just kidding. But look, this is an older figure, so these teeth aren't that softer plastic. You can see they're all like, it's all one piece. They're not individually sculpted, but the paint is clean on there. You can see. So, but then you can just see like the nice green color right here with this like barred striping going down on the back and the legs. Looks really nice. Let's see down here, the nails are nicely painted. We got the dew claw right here. They're not articulated. That's a little bit of a bummer. Got some nice white color on the belly here. Some wrinkles and folds, some scales and such. Really nice texture. But yeah, so that's an up-close look at the Velociraptor here. And then it's just closing the mouth up. You just want to see, you want to line those teeth up. You can see how it's kind of wanting to pull to the side. But once you line them up and close them, it closes up really, really nicely. Like, that looks awesome, man. That looks really, really good. And I kind of like this tealish green color that they have for Delta here. Very interesting looking animal, man. Velociraptors are no joke. And getting a look at the articulation here, I'll try to run through this quick. I did already kind of show you how the range of motion for the jaw here, but you can also see this deep cut hinge right here, and also right here on the neck. You can already see the paint. Just from me articulating a little bit, it's starting to chip away the paint a little bit. It's probably would have been better to cast these into a white plastic, but then you would have seen them on this side. So I kind of see why they went to the green plastic. Just this reason exactly. You probably want that to be green rather than trying to paint that green and have it be white plastic. So that for that purposes of it, this being probably the part you're going to see more, I do understand why they went with doing the casting it in the green plastic and then painting on the white paint. So that's just something you may want to be aware of when you're posing your Velociraptor. Is that over time these are probably going to get the paint scratched off if you're not careful. But you can see we have not one, two, but three hinges here. Well, that's for the jaw, but you get what I'm saying. But this is for the neck, and you can see she can look all the way up. I'm pretty sure Delta's a girl, I think. So a lot of range of motion there, and just the top of the head. She can look all the way up. And then this hinge right here at the base of the neck can go down about that far. And again, she can come up that far. So a lot of range of motion in the neck here. So you can get her to tuck her head way down. And you can also get her to look straight up. There is also some swivel right here at the base of the neck and some swivel right here at the base of the skull. So you can get a little bit of expression and head tilt, get her to like make it like where she's looking behind her. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna line that up. So then getting down to the legs here, they can go all the way around. Yep, 360 degrees. That's pretty nice. Some raptors, they want to go up and they might get stuck right here, or even you come around, it'll start getting stuck right here. So that's pretty nice to see. The hips on this one aren't too bad. I've seen some dinosaurs where the way when the legs come out, they're just like way too hippy. This would be a lot more slim. So the hips aren't bad. They're not great. That's definitely some humps right here, but you would want this to be a little bit more streamlined and leaner. That's just a nitpick. And then we got to have some knee articulation. It's a little loose here, but we do have a swivel here at the knee. And then it comes up about that far. You can see that cut. It's not a whole lot to work with, but it's nice to have it nonetheless. There is no articulation here at the ankle, but down here at the foot, you can get down about that far. And you can come up about this far, so not too bad. And then getting to the arms here, we have a cut right here at the shoulder, so you can get her arms to come right out to her size, no problem. We also have a hinge here at the elbow, so you can get 90, probably about 90. Maybe a little, no, that's right about 90 degrees without pushing it too much. So 90 degrees out of that elbow. There's no wrist articulation. There's no ankle articulation right here. This being a 1/12 scale figure, it would be hard to put a hinge this small on this tiny bit of a joint. That would be really hard to do engineering and durability wise. So I get why they didn't do that. There is also a little bit of width there. You can get her to spread her hips out a little bit. Some lateral motion out of the hips. Not too bad, but overall, man, super stoked to have this Raptor. She's going to look epic in my display, or even if you wanted to throw her in a diorama, she would look terrific. So, and again, just the rubber tail, I really do like the posability that these have to offer. I'm really enjoying collecting the Hammond collection and the Amber collection for that matter. I wish I could have snagged the Spinosaurus and the Stego, but hopefully I'll see them on the shelves at Target, and they'll be here soon. But this is a great looking figure. The paint is cool. The articulation is fun. It's definitely not the most posable Raptor on the market, but for a 1/12 scale Raptor, you can only expect so much. I also there is also a ball joint here at the base of the, which I showed you the peg that it plugged into. So there's a ball joint here, so you can get a little bit of range of motion there at the base of the tail. But like I said, the paint looks good. The articulation is there. A little bit of things with the jaw that they could work on, like you can see the pink showing through on the gum line there on the inside. They could like tighten that up and have it hinge from a different place. But that being said, for 15 bucks, this is a pretty cool Raptor. Like I said, the paint, all the nails are painted. Very, very happy to have this thing. And y'all know how I've been doing my side-by-sides lately with my dinosaurs. Here we have the Atrociraptor, the Pachycephalosaurus. And then, yeah, I'll just give you the full view here, man. But you can see The 1/12 scale is definitely grand. You can see here, this is another Velociraptor, but that is the Amber Collection Tiger Stripe. That is the 6-inch scale. Whereas these two, the Atrociraptor and Delta here, these are 1/18 scale. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this figure, y'all. I am, as you can see, I'm really infatuated with dinosaurs again. Have been for quite some time now. Really having a good time collecting these. Highly recommend picking up a couple of these dinosaurs, getting into either if it's mainline Mattel or even Hammond collection here. It's totally worth it, man. Very, very fun line to jump into and start messing around with. Really fun stuff here. Got the Diplodocus looking awesome, man. Really, really fun line here, guys and gals, if you're watching. But appreciate all of y'all watching, taking a few minutes to spend with me while I yap about this dino here. Hope you're having a great day night whenever you're watching this. And if you're not, I hope your times get better, your day or night. Thank y'all for watching.